can't wait to see Kaido. King Kaido. Where the fuck is Kaido? Mugiwara yo. Sorry I couldn't do this yesterday. I was out of town and I had very little access to internet or a computer. I knew that Oda was not going to follow up on Kaido the same way that he didn't follow up with Big Mom after Fishman Island. It's because the Yonko are like really big players and he only touches on them when he wants to reveal or wants to give people something to look forward to, but not necessarily follow through in regards to the story, because the main character of the story is Luffy and we have to follow the story through his eyes. That's why end of arcs are really good, because we get to deviate from the norm and we get different perspectives from different characters all over the world. But Oda, I mean, just the fact that seeing Kaido involved having Kid around, Oda doesn't focus that much on Kid. My prediction is this: next time we see Kid, Apu, and Hawkins, they're either going to be half dead, crucified or something, or they're going to be working under Kaido. By the way, that color spread, hot. So hot. I like Usopp's shorts. Lie turns into reality. Didn't he lie at one point about having Haki to the Tontada? Sengoku and Tsuru arrive at Dressrosa. Sengoku with white hair, eating some type of cracker or something. And this was actually foreshadowed a while ago, because we did see a ship heading over to Dressrosa. And Tsuru was actually the main marine that was constantly on the chase for Doflamingo. And Sengoku was working with Corazon. So it makes a lot of narrative sense for both of them to be there. And then Fujitora just keeps throwing the die. Now here's the thing. I thought that it was just a one-time deal. It's going to be like, okay, no, we're not going after Mugiwara and Law. But apparently it's a daily thing. Like every day, like he throws the die. Manchuri is having like a blood dandelion donation drive and stuff. And my question is this: wait, didn't we learn that her powers wear off eventually? But maybe it has something to do with the fact that it's shared through the bloodstream and maybe the effect lasts longer or it's permanent. To me, honestly, the most interesting part of this chapter is the fact that we see Kinemon, all right, with Burgess's devil fruit bag. Why? Like, what's he gonna do with that? And the whole lie about Rebecca's parentage, I was like, I guess it's okay. Like, I don't really care that much, but I understand what Kyrus is trying to do to protect her daughter by, you know, making up a story about her, Rebecca, being related to like royal family and a royal bloodline, so that it doesn't have to be tarnished by Kyros's reputation. Honestly, though, I feel like all this chapter was just set up for an Alabasta goodbye type of deal next week. Yo, I'm putting money on Rebecca's gonna cry next week. These tears are a sign of our friendship. So as long as she can cry, they will always be friends. Meaning, for fucking ever. But the funniest panel in this is definitely Luffy's face having like 5 emotions in one. That's fucking crazy. Like, but the contrast that I like the most is the one where he's like crying and then he's falling asleep. But he's crying because Sabo left and he didn't get to see his bro. Not a lot of people can make Luffy cry, but my man Sabo can. What does that tell you? Zoro and Usopp's expression about Luffy not buying any of Kyros's explanation is hilarious as well. That was great. Anyway, Bartolomeo shows up, blinded by the Mugiwara light and shit. He's like, oh, Sengoku and Tsuru are here. But notice, like, the silhouettes of Tsuru and Sengoku, they look like fucking vampires. Usopp asks, why do these big shots come all the way over here? And it's because, you know, because of the Kotoson flashback, these two are tied in. And so the Marines are coming, and there's a scene with Bellamy there, and it's, you know, his dialogue is very ambiguous. And in all honesty, I wouldn't mind if Bellamy ended up joining Law's crew, because Law, like, his crew members have, like, they're animal based. Like, you have Beppo and Pingui and like some other dudes. So if you have like Bellamy the hyena, it would make sense thematically. But whatever. I just don't want him joining the Straw Hats. I don't want Rebecca to join. I don't want Bellamy to join, because their characterization is, to be nice, problematic at best. Luffy says that he still has some business to take care of, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, who does that involve, Luffy? Personally, I think it has something to do with saying goodbye to Rebecca, because everybody else is already there. Like, everybody else that's important to Luffy is already there. Luffy can take out those Marines, no problem, but what's he gonna do against Fujitora? They're gonna have to run away, and then Fujitora brings down a meteor that will fuck up the city even more. And you have Sengoku and Tsuru there for backup anyway, but it's not like Sengoku and Tsuru are like, yeah, we gotta go get Mugiwara. Like, I mean, Tsuru was the one who insisted a little bit, because that's her jurisdiction. So I'm kind of getting like the Water 7 type of feel, you know, when they escape and they leave Garp behind, and then Usopp apologizes. Instead, this time, instead of Usopp crying, yeah, you guessed it, it's going to be Rebecca on the floor. Last week was just such an amazing chapter that, you know, it's human nature to compare. So it's kind of like, it's hard, but it's not a bad chapter. I really enjoyed it. It was funny. It was really funny. So thank you for watching. Like the review if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. Comments. Tell me your thoughts. Bye.